Our next person who's going to come to the podium is Dr. Ushe. His specialty is movement disorders, including idiopathic Parkinson's disease, that's the regular type, multisystems atrophy, one of the look-alike cousins, dystonia, essential tremor, as well as ataxia and Huntington's disease. His primary focus is the evaluation of patients for deep brain stimulation. He does recording and testing so that we know the proper placement for the DBS electrodes, and he does the post-operative program and treatment of Parkinson's disease, essential tremor, and dystonia. His mentors at Washington University are Dr. Joel Perlmutter and Dr. Brad Rosette. So I know you probably know the whole team, or many of the team, in knowing the whole group. Dr. Ushe's research interests include determining the mechanisms by which deep brain stimulation for movement disorders improves the motor manifestations of Parkinson's, essential tremor, and dystonia, determining how deep brain stimulation parameters can be adjusted, the development of objective measurement tools for movement disorders, and the evaluation of dementia and movement disorders. I know that our funds help to contribute to this research, and I look forward to hearing more of what Moise has to say about it. So thank you.
Thank you all very much. That's the first time I've seen that video. It's very moving, and seeing all of you here really underscores how big people with Parkinson's disease should feel, how big and important all of our patients with Parkinson's disease are. I thank you for giving. I thank you for giving your time, your efforts, and just for being here and supporting those with Parkinson's disease and supporting us as we work toward improving treatment and cures for this disease. I'd like to start by thanking Debbie Geyer. She does an amazing job in coordinating some of the care services for our patients, as well as just coordinating events like this that continue to provide great support for the research that we do. I thank yes, indeed. I join her in thanking the whole committee, as well as our honorary chairman, Mr. Strassman. Again, thank you all for being so generous in giving, so generous in bidding today, so generous in being at all of these events. It's amazing that there have been 18 of these. I bring you greetings and some regrets from Dr. Perlmutter. He usually gives this talk, but he's right now at the American Neurological Association meeting in California, discussing the same issues at a national level. The research that we're doing is not possible without the efforts that you put forward. Efforts in raising money, efforts in giving money, efforts in being participants in our studies, both those with Parkinson's and those as controls. So family members coming to do some of our studies, which are not always that comfortable, but thanks for being part. The advances that we've made so far have really began to inform us on how to better treat Parkinson's disease. Dr. Perlmutter spoke a little bit last year about the advances we've made in thinking problems in Parkinson's disease, that these are really different from thinking problems in Alzheimer's disease. This is really important. This is a huge unmet need in the treatment of Parkinson's disease. We can't meet it until we know what it is and how it's different from other thinking problems as people age. And in this past year, we've published 2 papers, one describing imaging in this disorder that you can do before you die, which is the thing we'd really like to do, is figure out what you have before you die so we can treat it better, and looking at whether spinal fluid can change the way we diagnose people. We've also looked at different imaging modalities and so developed new tracers that look at how different areas of the brain change as Parkinson's goes forward. Yeah, I'm a product of you. You have funded my fellowship, gave me the ability to be involved in research, to have time to be able to look at how deep brain stimulation impacts the lives of those with Parkinson's disease, and to go forward and actually be on faculty at Washington University. So I continue to thank you from the bottom of my heart for how instrumental you've been in my career. And everybody wants me to talk about this, so I'm going to talk about it. The exciting developments in a cure. This is what we're all hopeful for. We're working on a medication that hopefully will be a disease-modifying therapy rather than just a treatment therapy. Dr. Perlmutter spoke about this in the past. A carboxyfluorine is the big long name for it. We have a paper that's hopefully going to be in press soon, and when that paper is in press, there's hopefully a company that is ready to go forward with human testing. What we do know is that in preclinical testing, this medication is safe and effective. But we always temper our hopes with, or our optimism with just looking back at history of medications such as these. We're hopeful and go forward in this research, hoping that we can actually make an impact, but know that it's going to take some time. So again, thank you very much for all that you do. Thank you for coming out today. Thank you for donating graciously. Continue to donate if there's anything that hasn't been bid on yet, and we'll continue to work for you. Thank you very much.
So I think you can see that's a